Hello everyone and welcome to another random video, pretty much. So, so hello and welcome to a random video. Well, this isn't just a random video. This is a pre-alpha game called Meeple Station. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Don't ask me if I am or not. So, um, but I got this game free from. Well, free from a website. I'm not going to mention said website, but anyway, I have actually played this game a little bit since I've got it. I got it actually a couple months. No, maybe not a couple months, but maybe a few weeks ago. And pretty much what this game is all about is it's basically you've got these guys right here. These are called meeples. I think that's what these are called, is meeples. That's how I'm pronouncing it. Meeple. Meeple? Meeples. Meeple. I don't know. And it says station because as you can see from the background, these guys are up in outer space. It's basically an outer space survival game where you take these guys and you're in a station, and in order to make the station bigger, you've got to set these guys off to do work and everything. Um, So yeah, so let me just make sure everything okay. Let me set the down just a little bit more. Okay. All right. So we're going to do a new game. We're gonna run. I'm gonna run you through the tutorial because the tutorial actually kind of tells you a little bit more than what I can actually tell you. And plus, I mean, it starts better on this one and everything. So I'm not gonna read these to you guys. You guys can just go through them. I've seen them already, and everything. So here's your station. Now the controls on this is a little different. AWSD moves you around the map. Um, Mouse wheel zooms you in and out. And as you can see, you have multiple floors on there. These two big yellow arrows. This allows you to go up and down through your levels, and as you can see, there are quite a few levels, both up and down. Right, right. And then you have different things. So you have like enclosed, you have open, closed. There, you have whether you can see the levels above, whether you can see the levels below. Then it has grid on, off. Uh, you have play buttons here. You have different or you have game time controls here. You have pause, play, and then fast forward. Over here you have your cancel button, salvage, build, research. Then over here you actually have a whole list of what what you can, what you have, and what you don't have. I don't know what this little star is right up here. Not sure what that is. This gives you your X, Y, Z coordinations to where your mouse is. Then you got your main buttons over here, or some buttons over here. This brings up your pause menu. This is brings up your index, I guess. This, I have no idea what that does, really. And then this gives you the status of your meeples. All right, so it wants us to build something. So let's go ahead and build the fish tank. It wants us to build the fish tank. You got to make sure this is rotated correctly when you place it. Thanks. Click the play button. This guy is our engineer guy. He does all the building and everything. So you start off in the tutorial. You start off with a big station and you have 3 meeples. So this guy is the next. Let's fix that. All right. So we need to add conduit to there. So he's going to come put that conduit in. This guy right here is kind of a, he's a refiner, so he runs this machine right here. The guy in yellow is kind of like your worker, or he's a miner. Sorry if I'm going through these all quickly. So now what it wants us to do is it wants us to build a suit rack here. And then it also wants us to build a airlock. Oh. So basically in the build menu you have different stuff. You have structures, interior, and then modules and workshops. Your structures consist of like halls, ladders, rigging, solar, all this outer stuff. Interior, you have like different little things and stuff to make modules. Have an airlock. Let's get out there and mine some. Okay. So that. So basically, to do what he said. So basically, what you do is you come over to these rocks. Now, depending on what these rocks are, they give you these 4 elements right here. I think it just wants us to do. I think it just wants us to do whatever. So what you do is you just come over here and you click on it. So that clicks on it to mine. Now, what I didn't realize is if you click on it, huh? Okay, don't care. Keep playing. Find a blue. Oh, okay. So that's not the one we want. This is the one we want. Do they have a? Do they have a precise amount of what they do? More or less, you have to feed them. You have to keep oxygen. You have to keep them full of oxygen and everything, and all this other good junk. These guys, well, basically, once you set them to do a task, they will automatically do it and everything. So yeah, that's pretty much the extent of the game. I mean, it's pretty much there. Give me just one. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm back. I apologize for that. Dang, sneeze just came out of nowhere. So anyway, yeah. So basically, they'll perform tasks and they'll perform it the way they want it and everything and all that other stuff. All right. So now it says we're gonna open this and we're gonna create a ticket and we're gonna click on that and we're gonna have it do 5. Cool. So now if we go down here and see He's now on the working on the bench and everything, creating those five whatever the heck we just made out of that. So pretty much that is actually pretty much the extent of the game, really. It does get a little bit more in depth as it goes, which I'm not gonna get into right at the moment. But anyway, yeah, you create air lockers and stuff. The air lockers you can actually, if you press the T button like it says right there, then it brings in transports and everything. So So that's pretty much, really truthfully, that's pretty much the extent of the game. Now I haven't really got too far into it because there's a weird thing in single player, or there's a weird thing in the other ones. There's a weird thing in the other ones where, in the other playthroughs. See, this is the tutorial, so this is actually telling you, you know, this is basically, hand and footing, uh, basically, letting you, or walking you through what to do. The free mode, the other mode, in fact, I'll just back out and show you, exit to title. Yes. If you go in the single player, and then you go in the new game and go in the classic, you have this right here where you can do peaceful, medium, challenging, difficult, or, villainously. If you go into here, then it goes into a station building. You go into a station build. So this is basically, you can build whatever you want to start with. So like we can go out here and we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go, and all this other stuff. But I found one problem with this. You see this station right here? You have to have this refinery in order to advance in the game. Okay, and it tells you and it shows you in the tutorial that you have to have it. The problem is look what it takes. It takes 50 of these titanium things and 50 of these green things, okay? You don't have that to take and start with. And I apologize, that was my phone. You don't have that to take and even start with yet. See, all this other stuff you can build. You can build all this other stuff, but the most important thing that you need is this refinery thing right here, and you cannot place it. You need that to start off with. Otherwise, the only other way that I know of that you can actually get ahead in this thing is you have to have a you have to have a ship that comes by and supplies you with stuff eventually. And as you can see over here, it says example station requirements: solar panels, power cell, life support, food, and hire meeples. The meeple. Yeah, sure. But anyway, that is Meeple Station for you. Um, pretty much the whole game is basically you take care of these meeples. It's like any other, space survival, any type of other 3D um, survival game. Is you just gotta keep your guys alive and hope that everything um, falls into place as you play. I will put right now that a disclaimer that I am not sponsored by the makers of Meeple Station nor anybody else. So this is a review. This is my review, my opinion of this game, my review of the game, and nobody is forcing me to do anything, to talk about anything that I don't want to. With that being said, Meeple Station, if you like these type of games, I do recommend purchasing it. It's actually a pretty good game. I'm not exactly sure how much it's going to be because, like I said, it's in a pre-alpha state. I believe it is available on Steam. I believe it's on Steam Greenlight, I want to say. Give me just a second. I'll take a looky. I probably should have had this up before. I should have probably, yeah, definitely probably should have had this up to where I could just glance at it. I'm sorry, just give me, bear with me. So no, this is basically it's on early access. So basically, it's an early access game. I'm not completely sure how much it is or how much it will be. Um, it will be available on or around February 7th, 2019. So it'll be a fairly, I guess it'll be a fairly new game and stuff. But anyway, but other than that, if you enjoy this game, if you enjoy these type of games, feel free to go look at it. It's on Steam. Just put in Meeple Station. You should pop up and everything, and all that other stuff. So anyway, so overview. My overall thoughts on the game is it's a very interesting game. It's very uh, nicely put together game. Has a lot of has a kind of a good structure that I think it's got a good structure under it. Some cons about it is it definitely needs to have some rework of your starting stations and stuff. When you just go into new game and go into classic and then go into these. I haven't tried all of these, but I know this one, and I think this one it doesn't. You cannot make that one machine in there that you need, and everything. But other than that, other than that, it's a very good. I would very highly recommend purchasing this one if you like these style games. If you are not, if you are not fond of these style games, I would highly recommend going and finding a different game. So, but with that, this is my review of Meeple Station on a random video. I'm Hard Truck One, and I will see you in the next random video or game review, whichever one comes first. Laters.